Ravens offense ready to take over here for the first time at 5-0 into the month of October. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again. That type of a game, but maybe a couple of touchdowns, I think that's within reach.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles. But Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. They're going right back to Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. 114 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Powers through him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
From the 29, Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Gets around him, and some room to maneuver. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 180 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. In motion right is the running back. Back to throw. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Jackson throwing to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Right back to him on first down. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A second time. There's another truck. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
241 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down, they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he bowls over him. A second pin has fallen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both